This is Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law with Debbie London Baker.
Kind of taking it a step further, one of the next things you have on your list is accounting for your family's needs. And on the top of that list is...
life insurance, right?
Yep, life insurance.
So this goes actually back to something Mark and I were talking about before we went on the air. When I first started estate planning, I would hear people say they would ask the breadwinner, do they have life insurance? But they wouldn't ask whether the other person was employed or whatever. They wouldn't necessarily check into their life insurance needs. And what I've learned is if you, both people who contribute to the household, whether they're financial contributors or just support contributors, need life insurance because in the event that that person passes, there's got to be some kind of financial way to continue to provide the services, so to speak, that that person was providing. So we've had people where the primary breadwinner dies, all right, and there's not sufficient life insurance. Or more importantly, the stay-at-home mom or dad or the less financially rewarded person dies, and there's no life insurance on that person to cover whatever it is. Nannies, babysitting, transportation.
Oh, it's a lot. I mean, my wife does not work out of the home, and she provides more value to our family. I don't know what on earth I would do. I mean, I would have to pay somebody a six-figure salary to accomplish what she gets done on a typical, on a day-to-day basis. Right. And so that's where having life insurance for the unemployed spouse
or the less employed
or less employed in some cases is just as important, right?
Right.
And that's what you're talking about.
And people don't think about it.
It's a lot, especially driving kids back and forth to school.
Even that.
Uber would cost me. I would have to. Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
So, people say, well, it'll never happen. Mark mentioned this. I'll never die. It'll never happen. But you don't have to pay taxes, but you will die.
Yeah.
And
you just don't know when.
You don't know when. You don't know when. And so when I talk to people who are reluctant, I say, there is no promise that you'll get home tonight. The likelihood of you not getting home is minuscule, and there's no promise that you will. And especially if you've got children, or actually, I've said this before on these casts, if you don't like your family, go along blithely ignoring the fact that something tragic may happen.
Right.
But if your family means something to you, call somebody, and get it done, because you want to know that you've got it done. It's a peace of mind. It really is a peace of mind, and I've had many clients tell me that the peace of mind they get from knowing that it's done just is tremendous.
Well, the last thing that you want to be doing while you're going through the grieving process is having to deal with, where's money coming from, what's going to happen to this vehicle, what's happening to the house. I mean, there's so many things, even for a person who's not married and maybe doesn't have a ton of assets. There's still, you don't want all of that kind of distraction while you're going through the grieving process. And that's the whole point of this.
This has been Musings and Counsel from London Baker Law. Learn more at londonbakerlaw.com. Thanks for listening.